MotorWeek is made possible by Auto Value and Bumper to Bumper and TireRack.com.
In the early 90s, Audi was living in the shadow of its German peers Mercedes and BMW, and considered an alternative quirky option like Saab or Volvo, not the premier luxury brand they are today. Audi was eager to be taken seriously as its Bavarian brethren and needed a big splash with a halo car that could not be ignored.
The result was the RS2, the first Audi to ever carry the RS badge and the world's first truly fast station wagon. And it helped Audi succeed in getting the attention of serious car fans. But they didn't do it alone. They had help from another very iconic German brand.
In the early 90s, Porsche was in deep financial trouble, but still carried respect as a premier performance brand. Though Audi knew plenty about making fantastic race cars with their storied rally history, they didn't have the cachet or recognition as a company that made sports cars. So, when Audi approached them with a proposal to collaborate, Porsche was happy to take the engineering fee. Using the existing Audi 80 wagon as the base, the RS2 was developed over 18 months, and roughly 2,900 of them rolled off the line at Porsche's Stuttgart factory from 1994 to 1995. The very same line where another legendary four-wheel drive turbocharged car was produced, the Porsche 959.
So just how much Porsche is there in the RS2? A lot. Starting in the front, you got the badge that says Porsche. The front fog lights are from a 911. The side view mirrors are from a 911. These wheels are from a later 911, but they rolled off the factory with a 968 Club Sport wheels. I think the rear taillight bar looks a lot like a 911 from the time. The suspension's tuned by Porsche, the brakes are from Porsche, the calipers say Porsche, and then we haven't even gotten to what Porsche did under the hood.
The engine started out as Audi's stalwart, if odd, 2.2-liter turbocharged 5-cylinder, but then Porsche added a bigger turbo, a larger intercooler, a new ECU, and a new camshaft. Porsche also added a 6-speed manual gearbox, the only shifting option available for RS2 buyers. As you might expect, the results of Porsche's tinkering were remarkable.
The engine puts out 315 horsepower and goes to 60 in 4.8 seconds. Now that does not seem super fast today, I know. But back in 1994, that was faster than Ferrari's flagship V12 coupe, the 456. In fact, Audi would not make another car that was faster to 60 for 10 years.
Unfortunately, that power isn't nearly as immediate or available as Ferrari's Grand Tour, and the addition of the RS2's bigger turbo came at a price that was all too familiar in the 90s, turbo lag. To get everything out of this car and the engine, you need to keep the exhaust pressure up and the turbo spinning. Let them wind down and the performance goes with it, along with the excitement, until the RPMs climb back up into the fun zone.
But once it hits, oof, it is intense. You go from no drama at all to being thrust into the back of your seat like you're on a rocket.
In terms of how it rides, it feels wonderfully civilized and firmly planted at speed. Though the RS2 has a reputation for not being a great car in the twisty stuff, I found it to be a ton of fun to power into a corner, have it confidently hold its line, and shoot out the other side. Porsche's work on the suspension is evident, and there's great steering feel and feedback. Plus, you get all of this excitement in a car with terrific visibility, comfort, and practicality.
The RS2 is the best of both worlds. You could pack the whole family up for a wonderful vacation, but you could go 100 miles an hour down the Autobahn to get there.
Since the RS2, Audi has introduced a plethora of cars, wagons, and SUVs with the RS name, all of which could easily leave the RS2 in a cloud of dust and smoke. But none of them made as much of an impression as this unassuming station wagon, the car that helped Audi grab the world's attention.